Imagine summer completely vanishing. No warm, bright sun. No green, blooming grass. Just deadly, freezing cold. In June 1816, American skies turned red. Blood red every morning. People woke up screaming, looking out their windows, expecting warm summer air. Instead, seeing wild blizzards. Over 12 inches snow. Falling in midsummer. Lakes completely frozen solid. Crops dying instantly everywhere. Birds freezing mid-air. Dropping dead from trees. People eating tree bark. Boiling dirty forest weeds. Eating dried bird poop, just to stay alive. Welcome to 1816, the year without summer, known as 1800, and froze to death, the darkest climate horror in modern human history. And it all started 10,000 miles away, on a tiny island in the East Indies, a giant sleeping monster named Violent Mount Tambora, a massive ancient volcano covered in jungle trees. For centuries, it slept. Then April arrived suddenly. The mountain tore open, a massive apocalyptic explosion, the largest volcanic blast in recorded human history, 10,000 times stronger than modern atomic bombs. The roar shook Earth, heard thousands miles away, shaking the deep ocean, killing 70,000 instantly, incinerating entire nearby islands, blasting 30 cubic miles of molten rock fragments high into the sky, reaching the upper atmosphere, reaching the stratosphere layer. Millions of tons of toxic sulfur gas blasted into space air, creating a giant shield. A global aerosol veil wrapping around planet Earth, circling the entire globe, reflecting solar sunlight away, blocking out direct heat, dropping global temperatures fast, plunging humanity into cold, turning bright blue skies into eerie blood horizons, terrifying purple glowing sunsets, confusing people across nations. Panic spread through cities. No one knew why. Telegraphs did not exist. Radios were not invented. People thought the sun was dying in space. They thought the apocalypse had finally arrived on Earth. Preachers screamed in churches. Crowds fell on knees, praying for divine mercy, crying in dark streets. Fear ruled every town. In early spring, 1816, American farmers planted fields, expecting rich summer crops. Instead came Arctic winds, bitter, cold Canadian gales, sweeping across New England, hitting New York hard, freezing Massachusetts and Vermont. Freezing winds killed sprouts. Frost covered green fields. In late May mornings, rivers were frozen solid. Ice coated farm fields. Farmers stayed inside houses, burning precious winter firewood, praying for summer warmth. Then came June 6th. A massive blizzard struck. Over a foot of snow covered Vermont and Maine. Freezing birds dropped dead, falling, frozen from skies. Sheep froze in pastures. Crops died beneath ice. Cattle shivered in barns. Water froze in buckets. July brought no relief. Ice formed on lakes. Frost struck every week. August brought freezing gales, killing the remaining corn, wiping out grain fields. Entire crop harvests destroyed. Across all of America, across all of Europe, across the northern hemisphere, food supplies ran dry, creating a terrifying famine. A global climate catastrophe. Frozen fields everywhere seen. No food to harvest. No crops to sell. Winter inside summer months. A dark, terrifying mystery, plunging humanity into cold, freezing human civilizations solid. The world turned dark. The cold never stopped. Summer was completely stolen. Ice covered the soil. The ground turned hard. Farming became impossible. Hope vanished into ice. A frozen summer nightmare. With the crops dead, a brutal famine began. Food prices skyrocketed instantly. Wheat prices jumped tenfold. Corn was impossible buying. Poor families starved slowly. Desperation took over towns. People looked for food. Anything to stay alive. Families dug up roots, boiling bitter wild weeds, eating wild forest moss, stripping tough tree bark, grinding bark into flour, baking dark bitter bread. People caught wild pigeons, eating small songbirds whole, boiling dry animal bones, eating dirty bird droppings. Starving children cried daily, begging in dusty streets. Horses starved in barns. Farmers slaughtered their cattle, eating their only animals. Riots erupted across cities. In Europe, mobs raided bakeries and grain warehouses, stealing bread to survive. Guards fired on crowds. Blood spilled in streets. Chaos took over towns. Governments failed to help. Disease spread very fast. Typhus swept across Europe, killing thousands of people. Weakened bodies caught sickness. Over 100,000 died from cold starvation. In dark, gloomy Geneva, trapped indoors by storms, author Mary Shelley sat, watching constant dark rain. Inspired by the gloom, she wrote legendary Frankenstein. Lord Byron wrote poems about a dying sun. In American American farming towns. Families gave up hope, leaving frozen New England, abandoning their dead farms, packing wagons with belongings, moving toward the west, heading to western lands, creating the Great Migration, settling Ohio and Indiana, settling the wild frontier, searching for warm sun, searching for fertile soil, reshaping the American map, changing history forever after. Eventually, the sky cleared, the volcanic ash settled, the sun returned brightly, temperatures rose back up, leaving behind deep scars, a haunting historic memory of when one volcano changed the global climate, starved entire human nations, froze summer into winter, and turned skies red, a reminder of nature and its terrifying power over human, fragile survival. A dark year remembered, written into American folklore, the freezing summer nightmare. No crops could grow, no sun could shine, a global freeze event. That changed our world, leaving lessons behind forever. Nature showed its wrath. Humanity barely survived it. A dark, forgotten chapter of red skies above and snow in summer, forever etched in stone. Remembering the cold famine, when summer never came, a silent volcanic killer, trapping the entire planet in endless freezing shadows, showing how fragile life can truly be on Earth. Never forget the cold. Never forget 1816, when the sun vanished, when Earth froze solid, a brutal test of survival, surviving nature's ultimate fury.